What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexi. Thank you for stumbling upon my channel. If you are not new here, thank you for rejoining. So welcome to today's video. It's just gonna be kind of a vlog. I'm gonna take you guys through some errands I have to run. I gotta go to Target, I gotta go to Home Goods, I gotta run some errands after this. So I'll take you guys along if I, find anything interesting. And I'll do some prep updates in this video because we got some cool stuff happening. We are getting closer and closer to my intended show day. And yeah, so welcome to the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Helps my channel and helps me to grow this channel. Subscribe as well, and I will catch you guys for the rest of the video. Headed into Home Goods for the least home good item ever. Stay tuned. I'll show you guys what I always just come in here to get. I only get one thing. All right, here's what I always come in to get. My skinny syrups. I always use these in my coffee. I think I'm gonna get this flavor. I love salted caramel, but this one also looks really good too. So, decisions. Okay, also you guys, occasionally I see these in Home Goods. I'm not gonna get them, but they are delicious. And check out the macros. And now we conveniently go over to Target, and I'm gonna show you guys a few of my faves that I'm gonna stock up on. All right, first things first, I've gotta stock up on my beloved rice cakes. So I have a huge obsession. Tomato basil, everything, and white cheddar are my three favorites. And I know tomato basil is super hard to find, but this is the one Target that never fails me, usually never fails me. So I'm gonna stock up on these because I go through rice cakes so quickly. But this is the first little Target staple I am going to grab. All right, second up, I've got my frozen veggies. I'm gonna get some carrots and some sweet peas. Those have been the two frozen veggies I have been sticking with most recently. It looks like we had a little explosion there, so I'm gonna grab some of these. I am a huge frozen veggie fanatic. Okay, so thirdly, I have been getting these frozen tilapia fillets from Target. I think there's 6, and they're surprisingly, they're not super expensive, but tilapia digests super well for me, so I either do tilapia or chicken, and recently I've been on a tilapia kick for my last meal, so I'm gonna grab some of these as well. I am going to grab some liquid egg whites because they're pretty expensive here at Target, and I do like an egg white omelet, and these are easy to use. Side note though, if you have ever tried these egg life wraps, I'm not getting them today, but they are actually so good. I've never tried the original one, but I've tried the everything, but the bagel flavor, and highly recommend. The only downside is they're pretty pricey for like a small thing, but if you are low on calories or macros, these are super helpful. Okay friends, I am in the parking garage, so it is very dark, and it's like this lighting's very odd, but that was pretty much it from Target. I'm sorry, that was probably very underwhelming, but those are just a few things I grabbed. I had to go to Home Goods, and Home Goods is right below Target, so I'm like, might as well grab a few things from Target. Now I'm headed to do my least favorite thing in the world, get gas. Fun fact, I hate getting gas. Like, I hate it. I don't know why, I just hate it, but I'm gonna treat myself because it is a Saturday. I'm gonna treat myself, and I'm gonna go in and get an energy drink because I feel like gas stations always have the best flavors of energy drinks. So I'm gonna see what I can find, but I'm gonna treat myself to that. And I'm gonna go get gas and then get an energy drink out of it. All right, update. It never fails that at 7-Eleven, which a lot of the 7-Elevens around me are really sketchy, but they always have the best energy drink flavors. And I found this new flavor of Ghost, so it's called Phase Pop. I think it's like a bomb pop. So I'm gonna review this. I'll try it for you guys. I've never tried this flavor before. I actually didn't even know it existed, but I'm always all for trying the new flavors. And Ghost Energy is honestly, I think, my favorite energy drink. So in prep, these are nice to drink on occasion. I don't have these every day, but like I said, I was gonna do a little treat for myself, but I like them because it's almost like a sweet treat for me in the middle of the day. Like, instead of having candy or something sweet, like this just kind of like kills that void. So I am going to drive home, get out of this kind of sketchy parking lot, and then I'll review it for you guys. Okay, so I am home, and I realize I'm really bright right now, but it has taken all my willpower not to try this on my way home. I wanted to do a live taste test for you guys. So let's try this is the Ghost Phase Pop energy drink flavor. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That literally tastes just like the little pop it shows on the red, white, and blue bomb pop. That is good. I wish I could tell you guys where to find these, but I just found it at a random 7-Eleven. This is really, really good. Ghost Energy is probably my favorite energy drink right now. Like I said, I don't have them that much, but I love them taste-wise. If you like sweet stuff, you would like this. I love sweet things. A lot of times though, like, I know a lot of people don't have like super sweet taste buds, or they don't like overly sweet things. I don't think it's overly sweet, at least for me it's not, but it is very sweet. But if you like bomb pops, or the red, white, and blue like bomb pops, and you like sweetness, definitely try this out. This is really, really good. So I'm gonna enjoy that and walk on in from my car to my apartment. Okay, so I'm gonna go on a walk because I need to get in some steps. It is my rest day, but because I am kind of getting closer to my tentative show date, which I'll talk a little bit more about that later, I feel good, really good today, so I'm just gonna go out on a walk and get some extra steps. So we can chat, or we will chat when I get back to my apartment, but I'm gonna go get some steps because it kind of looks like it's gonna rain, and I definitely want to get outside before there's a downpour. But I have learned the hard way many times, and I'm not going to deviate too far from my apartment, because in Florida, especially this time of year, you never know when it's literally just going to like pour out of nowhere. I shamelessly have gotten stuck in like storms so many times where I make the risk of walking somewhere thinking like, oh no, it won't rain, and then it like pours on me. So I'm gonna go get some steps in, and then when I get back, I am going to make some food and practice some posing. I'll share some prep updates with you guys and talk a little bit about what my coach and I discussed this week when it comes to potential shows. Okay, so I have to show y'all something. I just got this new air fryer. Got it on Amazon, and because my old one broke, I just use it so much. Definitely, I used my old air fryer for like 2 years straight every day, and then it finally died. So I just got this one, and I like the way it looks. I like the size. It's a little big. I mean, I don't have a lot of space, but I am gonna test it out. So I'm going to actually air fry some zucchini. So a little hack, you can air fry zucchini and make them into chips. Now, typically I don't air fry them till they're like crispy. I air fry them till they're like half crispy, if that makes sense. I'm gonna show you guys how I make those. And then I'm also gonna make some sweet potato, air quote, fries in here as well, because I have a refeed / high carb day tomorrow, and I'm going to incorporate those into my day, not today but tomorrow. So I'm going to make both of those things, and I will show you guys how I do that. Okay, so I'm trying to get the best angle I can. This is not great, but I'm gonna make my air fried zucchini. So here we have a raw zucchini. So I'm just going to slice it up. I prefer my slices pretty thin. So I'm gonna cut this whole thing up, and then what I do is I'll show you guys how I slice them. So usually I like them about this thin. So you can see pretty thin, because the thicker you cut them, the longer they're gonna need in the air fryer, but I just like to cut them pretty thin. That way they don't need as much time in the air fryer, and they just tend to kind of crisp better. But a big question I get all the time is, when I air fry things like the zucchini, do I weigh them out raw? Like, do I weigh them out now, or do I weigh them out after I air fry them, pertaining to weighing them out on a food scale? And the answer is going to be, I always weigh them out before I put them in the air fryer, because they're going to be a lot heavier before the air fryer. So when I put these in the air fryer, they're going to shrink in size a lot. They're also going to lose weight. So in order to get the correct measurement, if you're trying to measure something, and same concept with the sweet potatoes I'm about to do, you always want to weigh them on your food scale raw before you put them in the air fryer, just to get the most accurate measurement. So I'm gonna finish slicing this up, throw them in the air fryer, and I will show you guys the finished product. Okay, so we have them weighed. They're just plain. That's water on the side if you're wondering. I just cleaned this. So I put the raw zucchini in there. I did not put any seasoning on them. Usually if I season them, it's afterwards. I just put a little cooking spray in there so they don't stick to the air fryer. And now I am going to figure out this new air fryer. So we are going to go with fries. And then, so that's at 360 degrees, and then I'm gonna click start. Probably won't need 25 minutes, I know I won't. I'll probably check them in like 8-ish minutes, see where they're at, but I'll keep you guys updated. Here's what we are working with, you guys. So they didn't cook like super evenly, like you can see some are brown, but some of them are a little bit crispier than others. Obviously this one is a little crispy, but the other ones aren't as crispy, so this is perfect, just like I like it. So as I mentioned, oh, by the way, before I forget, I had these in the air fryer at 360 degrees for, I believe it was actually 15 minutes. So that's how long this took. Obviously if you cut them thicker, they're gonna need a little bit longer in the air fryer. The thinner you cut them, the less time they'll need. So I did not season these like I had mentioned, but I am going to put a little bit of salt on them because salt is amazing and it makes everything taste better. And then I'm also going to put some nutritional yeast on top, and then I'm going to have 1 egg and 3 egg whites on the side. So I'll show you what the complete little meal looks like when I'm finished. Here we go. It looks a little messy because I just hard boiled these eggs and they were giving me a little bit of trouble when I was trying to peel them. So we've got 1 whole egg and we've got 2 egg whites. I had another egg white, but I already ate it. And then I have air fried zucchini with sea salt and nutritional yeast on top. So now I am going to sit down and enjoy this little meal. I could have very easily just cut up this zucchini and had it as is, but I wanted to have a little fun with it. Sometimes that is what you gotta do in prep, you know, when you don't have a lot of options for, you know, making your food, like changing up your food. Sometimes you just got to get creative with how you prepare it. Same with the eggs. I really love hard-boiled eggs, but every once in a while, if I'm getting sick of them, I'll do like an omelet or, you know, something like that. So sometimes it's just as simple as changing the form in which you make something. Okay, so prep update, you guys, and I decided not to make my sweet potatoes. So I know I mentioned that earlier, but I'm not gonna make them today. I'm just gonna make them tomorrow because tomorrow is my high carb day. Yay. So I wanted to update you guys a little bit on my prep. So I was practicing my posing this morning because I'm really focusing on my routine and just my fluidity and bringing like a whole different posing routine to the, well, not whole different, but like just a different Lexi on stage this year, physique wise, but also just stage presence wise. So I was practicing this morning and I took some pictures of myself and I was like, wow, okay, like I feel like things are starting to come along. I get very bad prep goggles. And when I say prep goggles, I mean, I don't see myself the way other people see me in prep. Like I look at my pictures and I'm kind of just like, meh, which is why I have a coach to basically tell me like it is. And I highly advise, if you are a competitor out there, even if you think you know what you're doing, I think it's super smart to have a coach, because when you are deep into prep and you get lean, you do not see yourself the way other people do. So I'll put my progress pictures up here that I snapped from this morning. Definitely still have a little bit of ways to go. Well, a ways to go in my glutes, but they're starting to kind of like peep through. So I'm excited to unveil what's underneath there. That's always the last part that's always the last part of my body that the weight comes off on. But I'm just excited. I'm feeling proud. I'm trying not to get prep goggles too much, and also not trying to let any self-doubt come into play, because I'll be very honest with you guys. Sometimes like I do get self-doubt, you know, just questioning whether or not I'm, you know, going to do well and whether or not like I'm cut out for things. But then I like try to get rid of that voice, because, you know, I think we all have it. And I know how hard I've worked and how hard I've been working and how much I absolutely love this sport, how much of a student I am of this sport, how much I have learned just even in the past year. Oh my God, I've learned so much. And so like I said, I do feel proud of these progress pictures. I know I have a little ways to go, but I want to talk a little bit about what my coach and I discussed this week. So as you know, as I progress through this prep, I promise to keep you guys all updated whenever I do my shows, which I said shows, so yes, there will be multiple. My goals for this season are I want to compete as much as possible. I want to do as many shows as I can, you know, as many shows as my body will let me do. So my coach and I had talked, and I want to be strategic about what shows I do. Obviously, you know, I want to do some bigger shows. I want to do shows with, you know, with Tyler Mannion, with Sandy Williamson as the head judge, because those are the pro level judges. I want to get behind them. And so we have 2 shows that we are definitely, like I say definitely, I'm gonna do in August. Now that is a pretty long period of time between now, so we'll say it's May to August. Like I'll definitely be ready before those shows. So there is a show that we're potentially looking at in Florida in the summer that I may do if I'm ready in time. But there's kind of a gap in the summer where there's not really any shows like locally that I would be interested in doing, but there is one at the beginning of the summer I may potentially do if I'm ready in time. I also realize sometimes like the first time you get on stage for the season, like you're just never gonna feel 100% ready. But that is my tentative plan. So like I said, I'm definitely going to be on stage multiple times. I want to be on stage at least 3 times this season. We shall see. Maybe more than that. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm getting excited. And honestly, it's just exciting when you start to see changes in your body. Like I'm just like looking at my arms right now and like I feel like I'm getting more and more vascular as the time goes by. And when you start to see these changes in your body, it makes like the hard days that much worth it. Like, when you're hungry, when you're tired, but you see your body changing in the right direction, it's exciting, it's motivating. And watching shows every weekend, because I follow every show every weekend that happens, even if I'm not there in person. I watch live streams, I follow them, gets me so flipping excited. So I'm trying to just wash away any self-doubt, know that like I do belong up there, and I'm so pumped for what I'm gonna bring in 2023. So stay tuned, you guys. I am gonna wrap up this video here. And I guess one last update. My coach and I have not updated things in like 2 weeks, so I'm still doing 6 days of lower carbs and then a 7th day of a refeed, and then my cardio is 50 minutes still. I've been bringing up the intensity of my cardio a little bit more than normal just to kind of push, but I'll keep you guys updated. Just know that there are going to be lots of show day vlogs coming your guys' way. But as always, if you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys in my next video. And if you want to see anything in particular on my channel, comment below. But have a great day wherever you guys are at in the world, and I will catch you in the next one.